who I am is an artist that works and lives in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, outside of Marquette. And I'm someone that works as a printmaker and also an illustrator. My biggest inspirations for my work is animals, the forest, and everything that kind of goes through my imagination as I'm out hiking or kayaking and being outside. That's kind of where my work is based around. I'm someone that cares passionately about the outdoors and nature. So I try to bring that with a hint of creativity and imagination. When I first started, my wife and I lived in Milwaukee and made a move to the Upper Peninsula and up here. And it really changed how my work is and is kind of how it fuels my work. The journey is just, I think, kind of just beginning and as well, 10 years in, but still a lot more to find out about myself and find out about my work. And I try to bring that other element of imagination and what you said, magic. And I think that just kind of comes from allowing my mind when we are out in nature to allow it to wander and find, oh goodness, it's like the mystery of nature. There's just like this larger presence out there. I kind of hint at it. I do a lot of snowshoeing as well, and I love going out when the weather conditions are at the worst. And feeling the grandness of it around me and kind of feeling like I'm a part of this, but I'm not a part of it. There's something larger than me, kind of brings in that magic somehow. And it's kind of what I guess I always want to say chasing in my work. I'm always chasing that magic. I do think the Upper Peninsula plays a big part of my work. I think a lot of it is this varying degree of weather that we have throughout a year. I really love winter. And throughout that, I have certain trails that I hike throughout the year. So I see it in all 4 seasons. And I think that there's just this solitude that you can find in the Upper Peninsula pretty easily. I mean, you can go and you can find a place that you're not going to run into anybody, and even on Lake Superior, which is pretty amazing. And I think it allows you to dive deeper within to yourself, within nature. Like you allow yourself to like just be and let it overtake you in a way. The way I kind of came up with the 4 designs for the Stormy Kromer was I wanted this connection, obviously, to my work and then also to nature and what Stormy Kromer feels like. And for me, a lot of it starts with the animals. And so I wanted 2 more birds and 2 more mammals. So I went with the owl and the raven, and then also the fox and the bunny. The night sky thing, I kind of incorporated through all 4. I wanted this common theme, this common element to kind of go through it. And so for me, like the owl itself was this night sky with the owl, and it reminded me of like sitting at a campfire, whether it's, in the Porkies or wherever it may be, and overlooking and having the northern lights and come up. And so I kind of wanted to tie in between the animals and then the night sky and just that feeling of being out in the wilderness. And so the bunny itself is is almost like an imaginary constellation that isn't in the night sky, but I kind of wish I could toss it up there and it could be in the night sky. It was kind of like that, tying the 4 of them together, tying them in with the wilderness and kind of what I wish we could see in nature and what we could see in nature. I grew up in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, so not too far from Ironwood. And Stormy Kromer is kind of just always a part, and everyone in my family has had Stormy Kromers. It's just always been a thing. And so I was super excited to work with Stormy Kromer when this came along. It was just a really exciting thing. It seemed like a very serendipitous thing to do,